So here's a first interesting property about Motherese. Again, that speech, that voice, that tone, that timbre that adults use when speaking to children naturally across many different languages. And so it's the first thing is that the prosodic features are exaggerated. So prosodic, prosody, this refers to the melody, the pitch, the rise and fall. That's prosody. It's the part of language that you understand even when there are no words. So in fact, here's me saying prosodic features are exaggerated. Here's me saying that with my mouth closed. All of what you just heard was the prosody, right? That melody that overlies, right, the actual words that I'm saying, right? So those kinds of features in Motherese tend to be exaggerated, and pauses tend to occur at really useful places to pause, which are phrase boundaries, that is, units that cluster together into larger, meaningful units, right? You tend to put pauses there. So, for example, if I'm reading this sentence in Motherese, it might come out like this. The brave older sister went to rescue her little baby brother Toby, right? And so where the pauses are in these useful phrases. So these two noun phrases, the brave older sister, the sister is sort of the main component of that, and the rest of this is talking about what kind of sister. That's a noun phrase. Toby is sort of the head of the noun phrase down here, and this is all the sort of descriptive content about Toby. So those are two noun phrase units, right? And I put pauses between them naturally. It's very commonplace. It's a very helpful aspect of the prosody of Motherese. Just in case you're curious, one way that you can tell that something is a noun phrase is to replace it with a pronoun and still have the sentence make sense. So if I say the brave older sister went to rescue her little baby brother, I can actually replace the brave older sister with she. She went to rescue her little baby brother, right? Because that's a unit that functions together. And the same thing here, the brave older sister went to rescue her little baby brother Toby, or him. Right, I can replace it with that pronoun him. That's how another kind of indicator that I know that that's a useful unit. But of course, babies aren't getting that. What they're getting is this prosody, the fact that there are pauses in between to separate off these units. So that's a very useful aspect of Motherese, these prosodic features being exaggerated. And in fact, pitch contours. So pitch is the musical note, as it were, right? Whether it's a high note or a low note, right? The pitch of your voice, and the contour is how that changes over the course of pronunciation. So it's a very key prosodic feature. Pitch contours in Motherese are far less predictable, right? Higher highs, lower lows, right? So they're far more surprising and attention-getting in Motherese compared to adult-directed speech, which is a very useful thing for babies, because then you pay attention to this kind of input signal that's coming in.